Hello, it's me, the Avatar Fanatic, and today we'll be discussing about who I think is the most powerful non-bender across both Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. If you guys enjoy my content, please consider dropping a like on the video, subscribe to the channel to help us get to 500 subscribers, hit the notification bell to know when I upload more content, and comment down below who you think the most powerful non-bender is. Now, it's on to the video. So, we got characters starting off who need to be mentioned, but outright just can't even get considered for being the most powerful non-bender. These people include Longshot, June, Pipsqueak, and Smellerbee, and all these people obviously need to be mentioned again for their capabilities of fighting and that they have fought. But all four of these names are relatively terrible at fighting compared to other characters across both shows. Next is characters that fall under another category. A category where these characters can fight but are certainly not experts or as good as the top fighters from both series. This category includes the likes of Zhu Li, who was a force when she got in Kavira's mech suit. She was also a good engineer and a genius planner, which shows that she has strategic positives to her. Sokka is another option that comes short of this next category. You can tell in his fight versus Piandao that he's got a lot of potential but is clunky and not fluid with movements and attacks. Although I hope they make him better in the live action, I think Netflix will. In the show at least, he's not a character revolved around combat, although he can fight with swords and is an effective user of his boomerang, as shown by his one shot of Combustion Man. Hakoda is another ATLA character who we don't see much. It is pretty clear that he is a protector and a leader of his crew, as he was sent to the Boiling Rock Max Security Prison, and he was the strongest member of that certain group. He might be in a higher tier if we saw him really fight, but it's clear that he has capabilities of combat, enough to put him in the good tier of fighters and non-benders across both shows, but not enough above that. Amon's lieutenant is the last character who would fall under this tier of who are fighters, but characters who are not revolved around fighting, if that makes sort of sense. You know, you don't think of Hakoda as a fighter, you think of like Sokka's dad, or Sokka, you think of as the goofy guy before you think of him as fighting, if that makes sense to summarize. Now, this is the guy who's just the right hand man to Amon, really, and like he always just stood by Amon for some reason. And he's shown to be effective with the electric sticks he used to subdue benders, and so usually Amon just taking away their bending. If that makes sense. This next category of non-benders is that of non-benders who have garnered serious consideration on my behalf as being the strongest non-bender. And while none of these people are considered by me to be the strongest non-bender, they do have cases to be made for them. At the bottom of this category, I'd put Mei. She has knives, daggers, hand-to-hand combat skills to rely on when she's fighting. She can also dodge attacks very effectively and beat almost any bender in a fight. So in 8th place, for the most powerful non-bender, I have Mei. In 7th, the highest ranked Legend of Korra character is in this position, and Asami Sato is the character who actually takes up this spot. Her electro gloves proved to be very effective in stopping benders from doing bad things. She took down Amon's fighters countless times, had incredible control of mechs, great mobility and agility. One example is when she literally flips over a motorcycle, shocks someone with her glove in midair, and on top of that she has great hand-to-hand combat skills, and this is why she deserves number 7 on my list. In 6th place comes Suki. Considering how strong Suki is, it's pretty surprising that she's not in the top 5, but that's how good some of these other non-benders are. Her incredible defense, agility, hand-to-hand combat is what makes her so effective. One example of this is where she disarms a Fire Nation soldier using her fans, and then jumps up on the shoulder, instantly leaving him immediately mismatched. She also has crazy balance, and as funny as it may seem, she was literally walking on top of heads before she tied up the warden. This shows incredible balance. This is also possibly her most impressive feat. She literally climbs on a wall, proceeds to do a flip, gets her feet on a handlebar, and possibly pulling herself up about 10 feet in the air with no momentum from no swing on her feet. Flips about 3 times in that time, lands a gymnastic move in a handstand position, destroys all 3 guards with 2 moves and a juke respectively, jumps on a fence about 4 feet high, and then jumps 10 feet in the air to reach a wall, where she climbs quickly, does another flip, slide tackles another guard, and demolishes the warden in like one move. Not to mention her battle with Ty Lee, who comes in at number 5 on my list. Her chi blocking technique makes her unstoppable. Think of the countless battles where she's outmatched benders, such as Katara. Ty Lee also had a thing of doing 20 flips 10 feet in the air like Suki did, but her mobility, her hand-to-hand combat on top of her chi blocking ability makes her an ever-lying threat to benders. This shows when she destroys countless Earth Nation soldiers in an instant. That says enough about her ability. And on top of that, her Battle of the Ages with Suki also just shows both of their abilities. Also, Suki had chi blocking lessons, which I didn't mention, but that's enough of the point. In fourth place, we have Jet, and although I'm not his biggest fan, I recognize the skill with his tiger blades and the mobility he has. He fought Aang and was successful at it. He also had fights with Zuko with swords and it was a competitive fight. He uses tiger blades in battle for leverage and positioning and for reach against his opponents. It's controversial putting him in fourth, as between Suki, Ty Lee, and him, I feel like you can swap any of those places there, but I've put him in fourth because he's shown to be strong time and time again in ATLA because of his ability to control the pace of any battle that he's in. Now, this last tier of non-benders has the three best non-benders across both series, all of whom are in ATLA. Also, put your top three best non-benders in the comments down below. I'll be looking forward to seeing all of your guys' top three non-benders. Now, in my list, third place is Pian Dao. The White Lotus member is known for his mastery of sword fighting, of which he showed immense skill, hand-to-hand combat skills, sword fighting skills, good movement, great awareness and speed. He just has a very refined skill set, and he's more refined than anyone below him, and that's why he comes third place on my list. In second place, this might be cheating, but non-bender Zuko. Specifically, Earth Nation Zuko, aka Lee, has showcased across his non-bending battles that he, in fact, is the second most powerful non-bender. In order to withstand and to match Jet in a non-bending battle is a difficult thing to do, even more so without his bending. Also, his agility in taking Aang while being the Blue Spirit is elite. So for this reason, Sword Fighter Zuko, aka Lee, aka the Blue Spirit, is second on my list. In first, I just gotta say, it's Lord Momo. No debate here, the video's done. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Also hit the notification bell to know when I upload more content, and comment down below your top 3 non-benders across both shows. And this has been me, the Avatar Fanatic out.